Hi, and welcome to the NASApunk Interfaces and Displays emissions tutorial. Here's our object, and you can see we have our material on here. This is all right here. And this primary image texture is the main texture for this. We'll be using that later. We need to create a new material, and I do have some already set up here, but we're going to start from fresh here. And so we start with a new material, and we have our principal BSDF, but we're going to get rid of that because we want emission. So in your search, look up an emission, pop that in there. We're going to connect that to the output. Go back to our main material. We're copying that image texture using Control C, then going into our new texture and hitting Control V. And we're just going to attach it to the emission. It's not doing anything yet because we haven't assigned it to any parts on our model. If you tab into Edit mode, select the faces that you want to add the emission to, then assign, you will start to see the emission affect your model. By adjusting the strength on the emission, you can see it makes it brighter and darker. One of the things you'll notice is as you increase the strength, the color goes very, very bright, but does not stay consistent. So we're going to add a color ramp into the strength to help even that out. Now you can see it's gone white, and that's because the color ramp is now affecting the color. Click the white in the gradient, and then click below to be able to select the color and change it, and adjust the color to suit our needs. And you can pretty much select any color you want in the rainbow spectrum here, and you can increase and decrease the strength of it still. And you can also enhance the intensity of it by dragging the color marker over towards the black. If you go the other way, it affects how the black affects the color, which can add for some interesting effects if you need them, if you want it for animation or anything like that, glitchiness, those kinds of things. But for our purposes, we're just going to leave the black there, and we can drag this over to bring up the intensity. So that is the simplest way to add emissions to this model and be able to change the color according to your needs. So now I'm going to switch over to the texture I previously created. This includes 3 subsets within it of emission shaders. The first one being the simplest one that we just went through. And then I have an advanced and more complex one that I'm going to show you its functionality and how it might help enhance what you're working on. So this is the second one. And here you can see we've added a color ramp that goes into the strength and draws its information from the original color. This helps even out the color so it doesn't get that intensity where it changes the color of what you're trying to achieve. And you can see we can still adjust the color of this display through the original color ramp. You can also flip the gradient in the color ramp in the drop down next to the plus minus. This can provide another option of how you might want this display to look, or other displays included in the set. Something to play around with, and gets further enhanced in the next advanced emission shader. And this is where the more advanced one comes in. And here you can see we have lots of different nodes set up. And there's our color there. And automatically right away you can see how we can change that. So by switching this one, we can change the color of the main parts of the display, the readouts, and we can even change it to black the way I showed there. And this one can change the background. So if we change that to sort of an orangish and then change it to black, you can see the difference. And if we change this one to black, we can just change the colors here. This gives you a lot more flexibility within the emissions and within these custom displays. And again, you can see that we've got this one set into the strength, so we can adjust the intensity. So as you can see, as I play with some of the settings here, this just gives you lots of different options with regards to how you want to change, manipulate, and utilize the displays to suit your needs. And here I'm just turning off the lights in the world settings so you can see that these are in fact showing as an emission. So thank you for purchasing the NASApunk Interfaces and Displays that I've created. I hope this tutorial has been helpful. And certainly there are other ways of doing this. This has just been my way of being able to add the emissions and utilize them for my needs. I do hope this tutorial has been useful, and I appreciate your support of the channel and my project. Take care. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you wish. Have a great day.